Okay, I've got a good grasp on our past project experience, but I want to use that to help me check out the estimates for our latest project, the Hidden Creek project. I've had Mark prepare the Class 3 estimates for me, and I know that this project is a smaller wind farm in terms of the number of turbines, so I would expect the total costs will be less, but I want to be able to compare that still with our past projects. So I'm going to ask Natalia to review the Class 3 estimates for me and provide me with the reports that will help me determine how comfortable I am with that estimate. And then because I need to submit this project for approval to the next stage, and I need to know where we stand to determine if I need to do more work on the estimates. So with that, I'll hand back to Natalia.
Right, Shane, not a problem. So again, let's return to our Pims. Okay. Now, we have a new project, brand new. We don't have actuals. So I'm going to take you back to the first form that I showed to you. It's our experience data where we captured all of our data for our projects. So in the past, we were looking at Hidden Pass, but right now we want to look at Hidden Creek. Okay. And as you can see, it's representing our Class 3 estimates. Okay, and just like before, we have our general information at the top. Looks like this is a Texas project. We have our design data, much similar to the other project that we've seen. And we have our cost. And our date is different, is for January of 2017. And then we have our cost and so forth. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and do some analysis. So I'm going to reopen that data analyzer where we created the pivot. So I'm going back, just starting fresh. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I want to validate my estimates across my previous projects. So I will pull out my saved layout that I have created. So I have wind farm estimate validation. Okay. Then here on the right, as you can see, we have my cost category level 1 and 2 and a listing of all of our projects, as well as our Class 3 estimate that's right here. So right there, I can see the difference. Now, just to see more detail, I'm going to bring in my cost category level 3. Just put it right there. And you can see more detail and more information with all the numbers for actuals and estimates. Now I'm going to back up. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I would like to create a bar chart, but this time I'm just looking at the actuals versus the Class 3. So I'll pull over all my cost categories, so project management, equipment construction, create a bar chart, and now I can easily see where that estimate lies within all the actuals. So red is our magic color with our Hidden Creek. And as expected, and as mentioned, Hidden Creek is a smaller project, so it shouldn't be on the high end. It actually should be on the low end. So I'll take this and I'll export it and package it up for Shane. But I'm going to take it a step further. This time I want to see a spread of percentage cost by project. Kind of want to have a different view of the same information. So not only can I make bar charts, I can make a bar stacked or stacked bar chart. Hidden Creek is represented by the red and doesn't look like anything stands out, but I'll go ahead and send this to Shane as well. Okay. So now that I have that, let's go into more detail. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at the metrics of the estimate that we have. So I'll select my metrics layout. And there you have it. I got my metrics just like before. On my left, this time my previous projects along with my Class 3 again on the right. Let's look at our project cost per turbine. And looks like our estimate, which is 5.7, is at the lower end. Very optimistic compared to 8.4, 6.9, 8.4, and 5.9. So maybe our estimate's optimistic, so maybe we need to take a look at that. Now, previously we had an issue with our equipment in our hidden pass project, so let's take a look what's going on up there for our estimate. And looking at this, I actually feel better. We have estimated a 4.04R Class 3 estimate, which falls in the range of all of our other projects. It's not the lowest that we had. Water Haven is the lowest with a 3.5. So, okay, that's not bad. That's something that will probably make Shane feel better. So I'll select all of my equipment, just like I did before, eliminating the total so I don't double dip. And I'll create my bar chart. And there I can visually compare what's going on in this scenario.